Instead of a boring one-way session, let's make it an interactive session, okay? Right. So, how many of you like your periods? How many of you like your periods? Nobody? Okay. Usually, many people, many women, like more than 95% of the women don't like their periods. The reasons, at least this you can tell. What are the reasons? What are the reasons why we don't like our periods?
Yeah, frequently we need to change the pads.
Frequently we need to change the pad and we may be traveling somewhere. We may be, in some, outside outing trips, all that there may not be access for the dustbins to dispose the pads and feel uncomfortable, itchiness, rashes, and you can't walk. You don't feel like walking, especially when you have periods, because the pad keeps rubbing between the thighs and it's so irritating, right? And few of them will have menstrual cramps, lower and cramps, correct? This is one more reason why people don't like their periods. Uncomfortable feeling. Even if you're not doing anything, just sitting and watching TV, you will feel like, oh my God, something is there in between, irritating. Correct? Am I correct? Huh. But do you know that periods are actually doing a favor for women's body? Hmm. Periods are very, very, very useful because most of us don't even know that how useful they are. We take it for granted. It is because of our periods that women are protected from many, many diseases. Men are more prone to cardiac issues compared to women because the hormones in women's body which are released during periods are protecting women's health. Okay. So periods are something which is a blessing for every woman. If you don't have periods, if you don't have periods, you don't your progeny cannot go forward. This generation cannot move forward. One thing. Second thing, you have a lot of health issues. That's why after menopause, you will start many, many, many personal issues like, pain here, pain there, this, that, osteoporosis, adu, idu, so many problems after menopause. And such beautiful blessing for every woman of enjoying the motherhood is possible only if you have periods. Hmm? We also know something that it is important and it is related to our indicator for our health. If you get your periods regularly, you feel, Amaya, though you may not like. Though you may not like, if you get your periods regularly, you feel, bantu, okay, fine. Okay. Many people don't like periods, but if 2, 3 months, if you don't get your period, what is the reaction? Panic. Oh my God, why am I not getting my periods? Oh my God, why am I not getting my periods? This is a panic you experience if you don't get your periods. My question to women is, all right, you don't like your periods, then you can be happy that, I didn't get period this month also. Why are you worried? Somewhere we know that if you don't get period regularly, there is some issue with my health, correct? Even an uneducated woman will be able to know there is some problem with me, so I'm not getting my periods. Immediately rush to the doctor, scan ಮಾಡ್ಸು ಅದು ಇದು, yes? Right. All of us should understand how important periods are to women's body. And it was once upon a time a celebration. It was a big event in the house. They would call all the relatives and, make nice celebration mood. Why? Everything had a reason. But over the period of time, we, instead of understanding the reason behind all this, we put it aside saying, okay, it is a, old time belief system, superstition, all that. No, everything what our ancestors did had a reason. Making them sit aside had a reason. Giving them particular food had a reason. Avoiding certain types of food had a reason. Everything had a reason, but we did not understand. So we somehow ignored that it's important. So when you celebrate, what happens is when you celebrate periods like it's something memorable, something. So the girl has this positive feeling about periods, and she carries that for next coming upcoming months. So the minute she gets her next period, she feels, last time when I had my period, there was so much of celebration in the house. The positive feeling, body and mind are so much related. So if you take something positively, body accepts positively. So if you keep, you do periods, you do menarche as one of the banta, epa, shuru problems start, and you don't celebrate, you feel like, and the girls, if they're not educated, the minute they see the, blood on the panty, they feel like, "Oh, something happened. Am I going to die? Am I going to, have problem? There's some issue, big issue." So they panic. And that memory also the mind stores. So, celebration is done for a reason, but we ignored. All the Indian practices, most of them were very healthy. And that time they used to use cloth, pads, cloth only. Normal, simple cotton cloth they used to use. How many of you used cloth once upon a time? Yeah? Only Lavanya? I used I used cloth when I started my menarche till till about 22 years. When I was 22, almost what 8 to 9 years I used only cloth. Even I stayed in hostel. Even then it was cloth. The reason that time was money, affordability. Who will buy so much every month? That was one of the issue. Second, mother, grandmother, everyone used to insist using the cloth. After 22, when I got inspired seeing my friends in the college, professional college, when you go, you see a lot of friends around coming from all across India, and they're all using as a norm. Why can't I also use? I started using them. 22. Mhm. So back then, I did not know the problems associated with that, unfortunately. So I had to use the sanitary pad for a few years. So from past 10 years, I realized, oh my God, what a blunder I have done in my life. Whatever my mother tried to protect me, somehow, it is gone, and I ended up using sanitary pad for a few years. Then I got to know the reality of sanitary pads. So let us see. Yeah. Is the screen visible, Lavanya? Yeah. So what is the evolution of pad? First, I don't know how many of you are aware. First, when the pad came, it was like this. It was, a sterilized cotton in a gauze. It was so simple. So how did this come? Back then, after the war, the wounded soldiers, nurse used to use the cotton, sterilized cotton, to remove the blood, the oozing blood from the wounds. Then she saw, oh, blood is being absorbed by cotton very nicely. Then she got a thought, oh, why not I use this for my periods? So she started using, cotton wrapped in gauze for her periods, and that became a practice. From there, this carefree or stay free, whatever you say it is, it was very thick, and it was cotton more, and one thin strip. Before that, actually, there was an elastic band. I don't know how many of you are aware. Elastic band and all the circus we used to do. Then came this thin strip of sticking onto the panty. And then came a pad with wings. Evolution of pad. See now the difference between first, second, and third. By the time it came to third, the pad became slim like the heroines, current, heroines, very zero size. How did it slim down? How did it slim down? In spite of slimming down, it has a lot of more absorbing capacity than the old age pads. The reason? Did any of us think? How come pad is ultra thin? They are saying pad is ultra thin. You will not even come to know that you're wearing a pad, even if you wear a pant. the panty lining, I mean, the pad lining will not be seen at the back. This is the advertisement. And also, I have seen one advertisement where all the girls will be in the swimming pool. They all will be enjoying. There's one girl who has her periods. She cannot enjoy the pool with her friends. She feels jealous that they're all enjoying. She removes one pad from her purse and puts it in the water pool, swimming pool, and it absorbs all the water. That was an ad, which shows that pad has the capacity to absorb the pool of blood. How come? How come when the pad became thin and the absorption capacity has increased? Have we ever thought? Most of us have never thought. We only think in these angles. Amma, pad is improved. Now the pad is very good. Huh? But then pad has actually degraded, and then the government made a rule that they have to have one cover to dispose the pad. Otherwise, they saw it thrown everywhere. This is the most important thing. What we don't know is what is in a pad. If you observe, nowhere on the packet it is written ingredients. You buy a biscuit packet, they write. You buy chocolate, they write. You buy anything, they write. But here, if you observe on the packet, ingredients are not written. Toothpaste, they write. Fip powder, everything they write. But this, they don't write what is in a pad. Recently, in 2023, there was a research paper which came out saying what is hidden in a pad. Then it was a shock to the world. Oh my God, so many chemicals in so much quantity. Then they became alert. Because there was no tracking system of what is there, what is that they're using, how much quantity are they using, how much is allowed, nothing was there, no tracking was there. So they started using left, right, center, all the chemicals. See the chemicals which are there in a pad, super absorbent gel. That gel absorbs your blood, but that gel, they're all chemicals. They're very, very close to your body for 5 days in a month, 60 days in a year. 60 days is 2 months. 2 months in a year, we are continuously with the pad 24 hours without realizing. That is super absorbent gels. But the super absorbent gels, when they come in contact with plastic, they start multiplying. The bacteria start multiplying, it starts stinking. So to avoid and mask that stink, they have started adding fragrances. And you feel the plastic so that you don't feel that wetness and, dry feeling, that polypropylene layer. And then one plastic and one gel kind of a thing to stick onto your panty. All these are chemicals which are in a very sensitive area of a woman. See, this is the uterus. These are fallopian tubes. These are ovaries. And this is the vagina. This is the cervix. Now here we keep the pad. This vaginal skin is very, 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 very thin, very permeable. And that's how it absorbs all the chemicals into the body. So what we tell women is, at least know what is in your pad. How is it absorbing so much of blood and giving yet a dry feeling? We need to explore what is in a pad and how is it harming me. It not only absorbs into the body through the vaginal skin, it also irritates the skin. Whatever irritates the skin continuously, that leads to cancer. There is a risk of continuous irritation leading to cancer. Whether it is tobacco, chewing tobacco, keeping it in the mouth, that leads to oral cancer. But it's because it's continuously irritating your cheek. That leads to cancer. Anything continuously irritating the body is a risk of converting into cancer. And this pad with chemicals, it is continuously irritating. And the fragrance says, oh my God, all the chemicals are dangerous. Any chemical from whichever part it goes into the human body, it causes disaster. including your hair dye. We all think we should look beautiful, we should look young. Even if we are 45, 50 years, we don't want one hair also white. We use chemicals left, right, center. And I have an oncologist who's a friend of mine who says these hair dyes are now chemicals, so strong chemicals that they're absorbed into the body and trying to excrete out of the body, causing kidney cancers. I was also not aware that, oh my God, the hair dyes can cause kidney cancer. So imagine how chemicals are harmful to the body in whatever way you take, whether you consume orally, whether you inhale, whether it is through the hair dye, whether it is through the vagina. Chemicals entering the body is very, very problematic. They not only absorb into the body and irritate the vagina, they also have the risk of endocrine disruption. Endocrine system is a powerful hormonal system. Different types of hormones, estrogen, progesterone, and all thyroid hormone, different types of hormones that the body generates. That endocrine system is disrupted. That's when you end up into hormonal imbalance, which many women today complain. I have this hormonal imbalance, that hormonal imbalance, I am on a lifetime medication. So common it has become, even youngsters. Around 30 to 35 years, you have a lot of fibroids, you have a lot of issues, removal of uterus. So many issues than before. There are many other factors which cause these, but this is also one of the additional factor. So factors which we can control, can't we control that? Unavoidable factors are uncontrollable. The food you eat, whatever, the food you eat, the air you inhale is all uncontrollable. Because you cannot grow everything that you want to eat. So we don't know what chemicals are going unavoidably. At least things which we can avoid, can we avoid and reduce the risk percentage? So we need to be very, very conscious of what we are doing. So these pads, the so-called sanitary pads, which majority of the women today are using, and these advertisements are spent crores of rupees on advertisements because it is an MNC generating crores of rupees. That's how they are spending crores on ads only, without thinking what is the consequence on health, environment, and economics. How economy is also impacted, let's see. So the minute you throw the sanitary pad in the dustbin, you don't even know where it is going. You don't know. Hey, kachra wala aaya, leke gaya, ha, fine, I am happy. But they are also humans handling your sanitary pads, sanitary waste. It's a very, very tough situation for them to handle. Many times we hang one thing outside the gate. The dogs will take around, tear apart, and all the sanitary pads on the road. That is when actually women should feel ashamed. Women put sanitary pad into the toilet basin and flush it out. Many PGs, many hostels, many apartments have this drainage choking problem. I don't know how many of you are aware. Choking of drains because of sanitary pads. When in India, even now, when they're not able to remove the choke with the machine, humans still enter into the thing to remove the pads. It's completely pads. And that is when we should feel ashamed. Not regarding periods. Never feel ashamed for periods. Feel proud about your periods. Talk freely about your periods. Make it a norm. Don't hide. Shh, shh, shh. No. You should feel proud talking about periods as normally as today I have some headache. I think I need some rest. I am not going to office. So casually you should be able to tell your colleagues, you know what? I have my periods. I'm bleeding. I want to rest. So normally, do we tell that? to our colleagues, no, not even to the family members. We say, I'm not well, something and all will tell, but not saying, admitting proudly that I have my period, so I want to rest. Your colleagues, your friends, your family members, everyone should talk this as a norm. If I have a headache or backache, do I say in someone's ear, you know what, I have a headache? No. Normally we tell, no, hey, you know what, I have my headache. Same like that, you should be able to talk about your periods. That's why World Menstrual Hygiene Day is celebrated on. Any guesses? Any guess? When is the World Menstrual Hygiene Day? I don't know whether the session is interesting. People are there or not there.
No, no, interesting.
Interesting, they're there. Okay, May 28th is World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Why May 28th? May is 5th month. Women bleed for 5 days. 28th, because 28 days, every 28 days we get our cycle. Such a beautiful thought process went into celebrating women's periods. But none of us also know. We should celebrate not Women's Day. Women's Day is celebrated for many years now. Every woman know, even in the rural area, remotest villages also, they know when is Women's Day. Gotu, March 8th. But this is something which we also don't know. World Menstrual Hygiene Day. We need to talk more about this, whether it is to our children, whether it is to our colleagues, maids. We need to talk about periods more and more. If I start talking, people around me, my maid, and everyone, hey, why are you talking this topic in public? Oh my God. So we have to break that myth. We have to break that barrier and start talking about periods. So our pads, what we throw, is causing problem to the Paurakarmikas who pick up our waste workers who work in waste every day, and also to the drainage system. Yes. And see, if you throw in the garbage, many people still throw garbage on the roads shamefully after being educated also. They feel it's okay. I throw there, someone else will take it. Naleg maya agate, someone will take it. So throwing that is dangerous because a lot of animals, yeah, see, choked drains are cleaned by humans still in India. It's very unfortunate, inhumane. They are also humans. They also have mind like us. They also have feelings and emotions like us. And we throw recklessly, ruthlessly, and they have to get down and remove. How will they feel like eating food? Imagine. What is the use of education if we can't be empathetic towards, if we can't be, showing compassion towards neighbor beings? What is the use of education? What is the use of richness? What is the use of anything? No. So many colleges, many offices have started installing this incinerators, the micro incinerators, which claim to be, to be a magic wand. Patak. You just put the pad and press the button, patak. And so many donors are donating, so many people are promoting without knowing the consequence of this. Sanitary pads, the ideal destination for sanitary pads is incineration only. But it should be an industrial incineration at 1000 plus degrees where it will not leave any chemicals. These micro incinerators will not have temperatures more than 300-400 degrees. That is when they release dioxins. So the girl or woman who uses the restroom next may have to inhale the dioxins, which are carcinogenic. If you Google about dioxin, dioxin is a number 1 human carcinogen. Number 1 in the list, which causes cancer to humans. This is economics part. On an average, woman spends around 50 to 150 rupees per month. Even maids, even lower middle class, Poor people, irrespective of the financial situation, they spend money every month on pads. Is using, no rich, no poor. Everyone is using today, right? And for us, it may not make much difference, but for them, it makes a lot of difference. I gifted my maid 5 years back a menstrual cup. She's so happy saving 100 rupees per month. That is a huge difference for them. For us, it may not, this part of economy may not be very serious, but every month 100 rupees if they save also. Minimum. There are women who spend 200, 250 also. Minimum 100 if you calculate also. In 1 year, how much? 100 per month. 12 months, 1200. 1 year, 1200. 10 years, 12,000. I'll come to that calculation. So what are the solutions? Cloth pads reusable, and menstrual cups, and period panties, and nothing. Cloth pads is for whom? It is for young girls. It is for your daughters who just touched menarche. My daughter, she's 18 years old now. 18 years. She did not use one single sanitary pad till now. She wanted to keep up that, thing of I have never used a sanitary pad types. So she's been using cloth pads since the day one of her menarche. And cloth pads today are very, very comfortable. They look very cool with all the designs at the back. And when you dry in the normal cloth line, it is just like a napkin and color print behind. Unlike what we used to use, it is very cool and fancy types with all the floral prints and different types. This is jacket and this is an insert type. Insert can be removed and washed. Change the insert. It is a leak-proof material for girls. This is a button to button onto the panty so that it will not move. There are different sizes available in cloth pads. Small, medium, large, panty liners, etc. These last for 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years cloth pads can be reused. This is the best gift if you really want to gift someone who has reached the menarche. If they invite you for the function, don't take any fancy items, this they may like that. No, this is the best gift you can give for any girl who touches menarche. So my daughter used to take a pouch to school. The pouch is to carry back whatever soiled pad is there. She would carry back in the pouch and come home and soak that for 15 minutes and then wash. The pouch is a leak-proof pouch which can be used and it will not stink. She used to get in the bag. After coming from school, both the pads she used to soak in the normal water. I have given a separate bucket for her in the normal water. Soak for 15 minutes and then squeeze out all the blood and then apply soap and then rinse and dry it in the sunlight. She has done for this for 3.5 years. And then she started asking, Ma, can I also use a menstrual cup? I said, you're not even 18 years. Wait, no, why are you in a hurry to use? No, I am going for trek. No, if I get my period there on Himalayas, and then I cannot use cloth pads because I cannot wash there and dry them in the minus degrees. So I will end up using sanitary pads, which I don't want to use. So can I use a menstrual cup? So she started using menstrual cup from 15.5 years, and two treks back to back, she had periods during trekking. And it's because of the menstrual cup, she could very easily get through the trek because morning till evening, they'll be walking, and the pads will rub. That problem she didn't have and she enjoyed her trek. I'm very proud of her because at 15.5 years, she started using menstrual cup. It's a small size cup. Right. This is about menstrual cup. How many of you are aware about menstrual cup?
Yeah, I'm using it since 5 years.
Ah, super. So the one who is using the task to you is to talk and talk and talk and talk about it more and more and more. We need to talk. If we don't talk, okay, I am using the cup, I am enjoying. If someone comes and asks me, I will tell we are missing out an opportunity to transform women. Why should we transform women? Why did I accept taking a session for all of you? Transforming women into cups means I basically say cupworting. We call cupworting women, I feel personally as a social responsibility. The reason, one, you introduce and make a woman comfortable by hand holding, by guiding, by training, by mentoring. They will never forget you till their menopause. First thing. Second thing, they will be saving lot of money, which may not be important for
नहीं, वो
you.
यहीं पढ़ रही है वो.
They will be very comfortable. They will be thanking you every month. Appa, what a nice, what a nice, what a nice change this is. Can everyone?
पहनना
मुझे नहीं
बंद हो गया फिर से.
आप ही ऑलमोस्ट में हो.
So, this is something which, if you talk to more people, they will be thankful to you, grateful to you every month. And it is improving their health and it is improving the planet. Around 60,000 women I have transformed by motivating them, hand-holding them, inspiring them till they confidently changed. Which means to say 60,000 women means 6 lakh sanitary pads stopped going to the soil every single month. Imagine 6 lakhs of used sanitary pads as a heap. Next month, another 6 lakhs. We would create a mountain. Imagine the women population of your city. How many pads are we generating? Where are they going? What are the consequences? Each pad stays in the soil for 500 to 800 years. Bindas, every month, 10 pads minimum we are throwing. And this is the legacy we want to leave for our children. We talk big things. Children are very important. All that hard work I'm doing in life is for children, to save money for children, to give them best education, to buy them good clothes, everything for children. Life revolves around children. But then, if you don't leave your planet for them, safe planet to live, what is the use of money? Money cannot buy everything. So if you transform women, that's an advantage, right? So each menstrual cup lasts for 8 to 10 years. 8 to 10 years. How many of you heard about this, but then scared to change? Heard about this? Yes, I saw a video. I saw a post on Instagram. I saw a Facebook video. I felt, wow, so nice. But then am I using? No. I am very scared. How many of you come under that category? Nobody knew about menstrual cups?
I know, but I'm scared.
That's what I was asking. I know, I have heard, I saw a video, but I am scared to use. This is majority of the people. 10 years back when I started talking, that was not the scene. That was like, many people were not even aware. The minute they were, looking in shock. How to insert, way to insert. Oh my God, what is awesome. Now everyone know about menstrual cup. It's not shocking to them, but then, no, yeah, I'm very scared. I saw a video, but then if my cup gets lost in my body, whom should I call? Video looks nice, but I'm not confident to use the cup. This is a problem where everyone is stuck. I am on a mission mode to motivate, inspire, and handhold women till they comfortably cupward. Because this is something, once you start using, you'll feel, oh my God, why did I miss this all these years? Yo, so many years I suffered periods because I was not using the cup. So cups are of different types, one without any stem, one with the stem, and one with a small knob. Number one. Many varieties of cups are there depending upon size, small, medium, large. And the variety of cups is also on the texture. Soft, medium, and hard. Who should use a soft cup? Beginners. I'm very scared. Oh my God, I'm very scared. After you get used to it, I'm fine now. I'm fine, comfortable using. People who are very strongly training physically, like for NCC, police training or athlete sports, a lot of hard work happening, then they can use hard because their muscles are very strong. Their vaginal muscles are very strong. So what happens is the cup should be able to push that strong muscle. It will not open up otherwise. So hard cup is for athletes and sports trained people. Right? Okay, this is about different types. And cup is made up of medical grade silicone. It is not plastic. The minute you see, you will panic. Oh my God, plastic is not good, not good, not good. And why are they using plastic? This will be the doubt. This is made up of medical grade silicone. Medical grade, why am I using? Because doctors used for catheters, breast implants. For all this, they use silicone material. That is material. So don't try to buy a cheap cup of 90 rupees. Sulashna, don't buy a cup of and a very cheap 90 rupees because that may be an imported from China cup, which may be plastic, not, you can smell it actually. Plastic can be smelled. Oh my God. This is medical grade silicone. Some nice brands which are trustworthy, Indian made can be recommended. But I don't support any one brand. I cannot do that because I'm not promoting a cup here. I am promoting the idea. I am promoting the idea of sustainable menstruation, not doing any branding for any cup. Right. So one is material, one is different shapes, sizes, texture, and with or without stem. Right. How to use this? First, when I get my period, I feel, cup is there. Oh my God. This looks too big. Yeah. Next month I will try. Not this month. Next month. So mind keeps telling, bottle leave. Mind keeps telling, not this month, next month. Fear. Dad, heartbeat rises. So what I suggest you is, the minute the mind says not now, next month, you don't keep back the cup. You sit and talk to your mind. You know what? I'm not the first woman using cup. There are lakhs of women already using cup. I may be having fear, but if I overcome this fear, I will enjoy my periods henceforth. Same like bike driving, car driving and all. When you start learning, you feel, oh my God, in this traffic, will I be able to drive? Beda bido. See, I don't want to learn. I will say Uber, Ola. We feel that it's an easy choice. Why should I struggle? But if we support that thought of your mind, you are a permanent dependent, right? You don't have that freedom of learning, driving, and being independent. So even this, any new thing is a little fear. You just need to make an attempt to learn. That learning curve is very, very important in anything, be it cooking, be it whatever. Right? Once you get your period, make up your mind to use and put this in hot water. Hot water while taking bath, The first hot water what comes, put it in that. Don't use any soaps and chemicals because they are very harmful again. If little amount of soap is left, it will start irritating your vagina. So no soaps, no chemicals. It's just nicely wash in hot water and then sit in Indian toilet position, the squat position. And then there are two folds. There are two folds. One is C fold. C fold is like batte marchdange, like how you fold clothes, no? Like this. Just press and then fold. This is C fold. This is what I learned with this C fold. Now I have learned an easier technique, which is punch down. Hold at the top of the rim and then press it inside completely. Completely till the base. And then with these two fingers, fold it like this. Remove your finger and then the mouth of the cup has become literally very, very small. Very small, like a peanut. The minute you see the cup like this, you feel, oh my God, I can't insert. But you know, the mouth of the cup becomes like a peanut. And the vagina is an expandable organ. So you insert something. This is how the child comes from. And the head of the baby is a coconut size. This cup is lemon size. And if you press it like this, it is peanut size. Where is coconut? Where is peanut? This vagina has a capacity to expand. So sit in Indian toilet position and punch down fold and then insert the cup into the vagina and leave. It will open and sit there. All the blood is collected into this. All the blood is collected. And outside, you will not even know that you have your period. You will be jumping in joy. Aha, what a freedom. I have periods, but I don't even feel that I have my periods. I can do everything. Swimming, gymming, sports, running, everything I can do and enjoy. I can travel. Swimming also you can do. There's nothing that you can't do. Okay, inverted asanas and all anyway not advised. It's not. But otherwise you can enjoy everything. Finish? How will I know my cup is full? Is the first question. You will not know, there's no bell which is ringing inside. Cup is full karke. But with your experience, you will come to know over a period of 2 cycles that my bleeding is so much. I need to change the cup this many hours. Initially, every 3-4 hours, you go to the washroom and sit in an Indian toilet position. Removing technique is very important. With these 2 fingers, thumb and index finger, you just have to pinch the base. Pinch the base, remove it, and empty the contents into the commode. Rinse it with water and then insert it. Rinse it with normal water. Hot water is not required. Hot water is only the first period, the first day of the period. Every 3-4 hours, you just check whether it is full. Then you'll see, oh, it is not even half. Oh, I bleed only so much. Yes, you bleed only so much. Because it is pad, you feel like it is spreading and oh my God, Ganga, Kaveri, Harita ide anta. It's not actually. The capacity of this cup is 23 ml. Average woman won't bleed beyond 90 ml. So, depending on your bleeding, after 2 months, you'll come to know how frequently do you need to change the cup. If you use for a longer period like me, 10 years, you will know the sense of cup being full. You can feel, cup full aagta ide. You can sense it. So, once it is full, little thoda kelagade baratte. Oh, kelagade baratta. If I'm walking fast, will it come down? Will I deliver a cup on the road? No. Cup will not come out even if you jump and dance. Cup will come out only if you want to remove. Right? The biggest doubt people have is it painful to insert? It is actually not painful. for especially people who are sexually active. That's why I recommend cups for 18 plus girls and married women who are sexually active. The cup is easily inserted. Young girls, thoda little mind block will be there of inserting. But my daughter tried this, failed, and started using a small cup. Small cup, she's very comfortably inserting. So all myth is in the mind. Is it painful? The minute you fear, you start. Gone to a gynecologist during your pregnancy period, she would be telling, Amma, loose bidi, relax. I want to examine, relax. If you tighten up the muscles, nothing can go inside. That's when you feel the pain. Second biggest doubt people have is, what, my cup is lost and I'm not able to remove. Will I be taken to an emergency, this thing, hospital, and cut open and remove the cup? Where will it be lost inside? It cannot be lost inside because it is a dead end. Even if you want to send the cup up, there's no place. It can't go. It is a road dead end. Only a sperm can enter inside. So don't fear that the cup has lost inside. Don't panic. Sit in Indian toilet position because the muscles will be relaxed to open or to insert. What if I cannot sit down? I have knee pain, I have that pain, I can't sit. So you can attempt putting one leg on the WC and insert and remove. That's what my friend told me. But I never felt comfortable. Maybe because I'm able to sit down, I don't feel comfortable in the Western style. But believe me, this will be the best decision you have ever made in your life. My only urge to everyone is, why am I so passionately talking about sustainable menstruation? Two reasons. Number one, I want all of you to change and enjoy periods, be healthy, keep the Mother Earth healthy. Second reason is, I want you people to go and talk to this about many other people, so that they will also want to hear about this, be it your office, be it your children's school, be it your neighborhood, be it in your apartment, wherever. You need to make these sessions very common. Right? So after 5 days, by removing it every 8 hours, 8 hours onsala tagadu ತೊಳಿಲೇಬೇಕು. If it is, if it is inside the body, there are risks that you forget. One of my friend always keeps forgetting because she's a very light bleeder. She keeps the cup inside and forgets. So she started keeping alarm. Every 8 hours. Cup, remove, alarm. Do whatever technique you want to do, but every 8 hours minimum, you need to remove, empty, rinse it, and insert it. We don't recommend to keep it beyond 8 hours. You can empty 2 hours once also if you're bleeding more, nothing to worry. For women who are bleeding more, for women who are bleeding irregular, cup is really a blessing. ಮಳೆ ಬಂತು, ನಂದು ಇದು ಒಣಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಣಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಸದವನು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, where to take my pads and throw, all these nonsense tension will not be there at all. Pulling down is very important. There are few cups with a stem. Many people think pulling down is a technique like this, that's why they gave stem. No, stem is just to locate the cup. For pulling, you need to use these two fingers, pinch the base and remove. Never pull it when it is tightly holding there with the suction. Right? So, this is about menstrual cups.
It's very highly informative and engaging, ma'am. Actually, the way you are telling, no, it's so inspiring people to take up this. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, and I'm very glad, attending this session, and it was our pleasure to having with you us.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yeah.